Hello everyone, today we're going to work on part 2 of the Magic Potion House. So this is what it is. I'll show you what we've done already. We've done the platform, the base of it, and then we did a couple of shelves, another shelf, and then a little book. Whoops. The little book with the potion on it. And lots of books. Some of the books are missing, the bigger books, because we're going to use them later today. So let's get started. But before we do, welcome to my channel. My name's Christine. Here on my channel, I try crafts I've never tried before and try to improve on the ones I've already done. I have done book nooks before, and we are all set to start part 2. Let's get going here. So this looks like it's a front of a book unit. I just want to make sure I got it the right way. So there we go. So we're going to have to put the shelves on there. So let's get a bit closer. Oh, a bit closer. There we go. And we're just going to glue them on. So usually what I do is, oh yes, I use B7000. I like it. I got it free in one of the kits. Oh, let me just clean it off. Give me a sec. Let me clean off. Sorry about that. It had a bunch of glue stuck on it. It tends to stick out. So I like this one. It holds good. So usually what I do on things like this, I just put a bead down the middle on all of them. There we go. Maybe a bit more. This one too. Okay. We'll put the lid back on because you don't want it seeping all over the place, because that's the one thing with this, it does. And then I just usually put them on and then I'll straighten them out after I get them all on. I know you can straighten them out as you go, or wait till one dries and do it, but I like it this way. So then just straighten them out. Completely straight. Still a little bit, but not bad. So we're going to go with that. That doesn't look too bad. So we're going to set that aside so it dries. Okay, let's see what the next step is. That was 9, by the way. Let's do 10. Let me just grab it. Here's 10, super easy. It's got 2 parts to it. Turn it upside down like this. And this just goes in here. Come out a little bit. It's right in your face. Okay, and we're just going to clip it in here. I'm going to put it down and do it. Whoops, it's really thin, so be careful. I thought I busted it there. That's not all the way in. Oh, it's thin. You can feel it. Hopefully I didn't bust it. It's supposed to be easy. See, never say it's easy. There. That's as good as I'm going to get. So I'm not sure how that's supposed to go, but that looks all right. Okay, and now we're going to do the next step, and it looks like we're going to build the bases of the bookshelf. So there we go. So I did mark E1 and E2 on the back, so it's easier to figure it out. So we're going to hold this like this, and E2 goes, let me come out a bit. This is a bigger piece, so let's come out a bit. So E2 is going to go like that. Put it facing outwards like that. And E1 is going to go inwards. Little notches at the bottom, and just that's the way it's going to fall when you put it in there. So there we go, little bookshelf. Yeah. So now this is going to be fun, finally something that's going to look like it. We are going to put the shelves in. Let's come out just a tad. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Looks like the blue one goes on the top. Looks good. Then the red one. Sure that's it all the way. Flat there, it's in all the way. And this one here on the bottom. There we go. There we go. These are a little loose on the side. I guess technically you could glue it to hold it in place better, but I think it's something's going to cross the top. And I know the bottom, that piece we just did, is going to go on. I'm going to let it dry a bit before we do that. So we're going to put some books on. So let's get some books. It's the bigger books, so let me just grab those. There. So, hang on. I'm going to see if I can do something so you can see it a little better. Hang on. There we go. That way you can see the bookshelf a little bit when I put it on. There's the book. So let's see. So on this shelf here, we're going to put this little book here, but one's going to go underneath it. It's going to go like that. And then some books along here and books here. So let's do that first, and then we know how many books to put on either side. So let me get my glue. Let's put some down on there. I think this black book's got a nice binding on it, so I think that looks good. Put a bit of glue on there. I don't want it too close to the potion bottle because then you can see it better. You see that? Okay. So I'm just going to put some glue along there, and glue there. Glue dries clear and you tend not to see it. So let's see if we can get some that look good together. There. I think that looks nice. You can really see them. So let's try 3 there. Get some tweezers, push them. These are the tweezers that came with the kit. They're actually not bad. They're metal ones, so I'm going to use those. We'll push that back in. I think maybe one more can fit there. So let's try this one. And this one, I'm just going to put it on the back and the side because I don't want to stick my glue in there and move everything else. So there, that looks pretty good. And then we're going to put some books along here. Let's put some glue. Let's see. Let's see what we got for books that look good together. Pink one. I think 4 is probably going to fit there too. So. What do you think? Well, I think I'm going to do that. Let's put the 4 of them there. Yep, 4 fits. Okay. That looks pretty good. Ooh, excellent. Now, this piece is supposed to go on here, but I want to let it dry a bit more. So we're just, we're going to leave it. And then I realized, oh, they look okay. No, I'm going to leave it dry and we'll put that on last. We got to add more books anyway, so let's do that first. So it basically says you can do whatever you want with the books just to fill in the shelf here and this one here. I'm going to try to go by what it says. So it says to put like what the picture says. So I'll show you. See, I'm going to try to follow that. So I think those two are okay. So stick that there. I'll put back at the back there. Should I flat it? Yeah, I think two's fine there. Now there is one that goes in the back of the potion bottle. So let's see which one. I think this one looks good. Stands out. I think I'm going to do this one. On this one, I'm going to put it on the back of the book because it kind of goes behind the potion bottle. So we're going to leave it like that. Then we're going to stack of books there. So let's see. Oh, small book. We don't need the small book. What do you think? I think that looks okay. Let's try it out anyways. I'm just going to drop them all in together and straighten them out after. Make sure our books aren't floating. That looks okay. Maybe we're going to stick one more. Just going to stick one more. And then it has a book leaning on its side like that, which is always hard to do where to put the glue, right? So usually what I do is I run a bead as close as I can to the top here. Overdo it. See how it leaks out when you don't put the lid back in? Back on, not in, on right away. So I gotta do that right away. And oops. Should have done the edge on that one. I did it the wrong way. Hang on, I'm gonna get the glue off. So the binding's sticking out, and that was I guess I didn't have to. Oh yeah, because it's going to go on this way. There. I don't know if you can see a bit of the glue, but it'll dry. You won't notice it in the end. That looks pretty good. And we need some more big books, so let's get into my bucket and I'll grab some more book so we could do the top. I don't know if we're using all the big books. It looks like it. That's all the ones I have left. So we have to arrange it so it fills that shelf up. Let's see what we can do. I think what I'll do is we'll put two here. And then put one book at the bottom this way, sort of like the picture. And then two more books at the end there. Wish I had another book for there, but I'm going to leave it right now. And then we'll see if we have any small books left over. And then we can put one there. I think I used too many in the bottom there. A little squished in there, but I'm going to leave it right now. Okay, now we're going to stick the bottom shelf on. I'll try not to move it. Just clips in here. I don't know if it goes below the shelf there. There we go. I think that's what it. Oops, I moved all the shelves. It's getting stuck on the shelf here. There we go. Okay. So because it wasn't dry, they all move. So let's straighten this out again. I don't want them touching. That looks pretty good. Except if you can see, it's not black there. So let's get the Sharpie and we're going to just so it's all even down the side there. Let's turn it this way. Okay. It's not great, but it looks a little better. Oh, I think that looks pretty good. Pretty good. So now we just got to put the top on. Let's go down this way a little bit. We put my lid on my glue, which I am horrible for remembering to do that. So looks like this piece goes on like that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That looks so nice. Oh, I like that. Definitely need something there. So I'll see what I got book-wise. And then this one here, you can see it's got the tabs still showing out. So this goes on here. And this goes upside down like that. So let's snap that in place. There we go. There we go. Let's come out a bit. And there's our shelf unit. Not too shabby. Wondering if I should do something before it dries. Let's take this book and put it up like that. And let's take this book if I can get it apart. Okay, let's do that. There. That looks more complete at the top. That definitely looks more complete. Okay. And hopefully once the glue dries, you won't see it. I like it. I don't think it looks that bad. Perfect. So let's set that aside and let it dry. And now we're going to build a little box. So that's the base of it. I did mark them on the back so I know which one's which. That's actually G11. Goes on either side with it facing out. Come in a bit closer if you like. Well, that's not closer, is it? There we go. Oh, I like that snap sound. Okay. G11 on the other side. That one's facing in. There we go. And then we put these two. This one's facing in. And this one's facing out. There we go. So we got a little box. Okay, that's all the pieces I have, but I want to keep going. So give me a second. I'll come back and we'll continue on. Okay, we're back. This is step number 16. Just take this little potion bottle, push it on there. There we go. Oh, it looks pretty good. Little book. So the little box we just made, very tight there. That's better. We're going to stick some books in there and stick that. So let's do that. Stick a bit of glue in there. Closer is better. Stick a book. Make sure I have it the right way. And then stick another book. These are the littler books. And just do it kind of kitty corner. Can't see that bottom one. And then this goes on top. Stick some glue there. And there we go. That looks all right. Let's move that to the side while it dries. Just gonna put my lid back on the glue. Now we're gonna come out a little bit. I think this is part of the bed. We're gonna do the bed. Sorry. There we go. You do not want to go closer. There we go. That's the bed there. Okay, again, I marked the back of them so we know which one's which here. So I'm going to hold the platform like this. 27 goes here. This one's a little stiff. There we go. It's caught a bit. It's a bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. And do the other side. That goes out like that. Whoops. Yep, I broke that one. Yeah, I broke that one. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I split that one. So let's get some glue. Put a little bit there. Put a little bit where I split it. Now let's try again. There. There. Okay. Then we're going to take this little piece and stick it on the top there. Need glue again. Just do a bead across. There we go. That is not bad. That's not bad. Then we got the rest of the bed, which is the front and the back. So this is supposed to be the pillow, I think. So let's do the back first because I don't want to mess that up while it dries. Let's snap this into place here. There we go. That looks good. There we go. That does not look bad. It's not all the way in here, but I don't want to break it. So what do you think? That looks pretty cute. Okay, then we got the little thing that's supposed to be the bedspread for it. So, and it's supposed to hang down like that. So, I think what we'll do is we'll just do the lines. I didn't see how far it went down. Doesn't matter, I guess. And then just do the side. Do that side. See what happens. Make sure the felty side's up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Looks pretty good. Just hold that down there. There we go. Guess I could clamp that to hold it, but actually don't think it's that bad. Just hold it for a second and see. What do you think? I think that looks pretty good. I think this kit is pretty good. I like the graphics. It's pretty good. It's not overly difficult. Nice basic. I like it. So far, so good. Okay. I have to glue that down. We're going to take this little part here, and that has to sit on the bed. I don't know if you can see it. There. I'll tilt the bed up, and that way you can see it a little bit. I'll hold it like that. And then we're supposed to, there's another little violin, I think it is, and that goes on there too. So that goes on like that. So let's get the glue again. And we're gonna put it on the bottom of it. I put a big hunk because it's pretty heavy. And the bed faces this way, and that faces that way. That looks pretty good. I like that. That looks good. Might need a bit more glue on that, but no, actually it's pretty good. The glue's getting sticky, so it holds. Perfect. And then this is supposed to lean against that, so let's just put it on the bottom. Put a generous hunk on the bottom. Let's see. There. That looks pretty good. I like it. Good, good, good. So I'm going to move that over there. Just put my lid on my glue. And now we got some exciting stuff. We're going to install some stuff on the platform. So let's get the platform out. We're going to install the bookshelf and the bed. I'm going to try not to move anything. And we got one other little part we're going to do. So let's get going. I like this part. Okay, so we're going to install this back here in the corner. Yep, back here in the corner. Sorry about that. It's pretty stiff. There we go. Looks pretty good. And then the bed goes here. I'm not sure if I want to risk the bed. Oh yeah, it's okay. Should really let it dry a bit more. And it's got 4 corners here, so then I know the bed's going to be straight. So let's get this side in first. There's one. You see that there? You see that there? There we go. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I was tilting it too much. I should have let it dry. Something you learned. Next time, don't be so impatient. Take the time, let it dry. I say that every time and then I never do. It's pretty thin. Brace it. There we go. There we go. Let's bring this back up. It needs a bit more glue because I've messed around with it. And then this part goes on like that. There we go. That's what we got so far. Looks good. Okay, everyone, I built these. Well, I didn't. My husband helped me, but we built these off camera at stairs. They were really hard. These ones weren't too bad, but they were all super loose, so it was harder to do. This one does not look straight. And then these ones here, the picture didn't really tell you how to put them on, and then they had the little piece sticking out. Can you see that? So I didn't have the strength to push those through. So my husband did, but I think it still looks pretty good. There we go. We're going to install those in a minute. Okay, so let's move those out. We're going to build a little table. So there's the top of it. This is the bottom. I think it goes in like that. There we go. That looks pretty good. This is going to go in the back here. That was pretty loose. That is very loose. So the lamp goes in like that, which would make the table backwards here. So let's take this one out and put it in the right way. That looks good. The lamp's kind of cute. And go in a bit. There we go. That lamp's cute. And then this one goes in the front here. Yeah, that's better. All the way down. There we go. That looks good. And then we're going to put a couple of books in between. So let me get the glue out here. Just going to put that down. Sorry about that. There's a bit shaky there. So let's get that there. Let's put the pink one on the bottom. Oh, sorry. And then it's slipping. We'll do a little slanted here. Like that. So there we go. The books are in there. That looks good. Okay, now we're going to install this and our stairs. So let's bring our platform in. And it looks like the table will go here. So let's do that without trying to move the books too much because they're still drying. I think my violin's holding up pretty good, so that looks pretty good. There we go. Is it coming in focus? And then the stairs are going to go in. Let's go out a bit. Looks like these two holes on back here. These two holes. Yeah, these two holes here. It's hard to brace it on the bottom here, so. Nope, I'm gonna go in. There we go. Okay. There we go. Table nail looks crooked. I think it is. There we go. Let's get the stairs straightened out. There we go. Oh, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, we have one more piece to install, just the other opposite of this one. So we're going to do that. Again, it's hard to install a platform there. There we go. Let's come out a little bit. And I could show you. There. That was not too bad. The bookshelf looks great. Coming in focus. There we go. Bookshelf looks good. There's the desk. It's a crooked. There we go. I think so far so good. So thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we will see you in part 3.